This is the Madden Championship Series on EA Sports. As we join you from USAA Stadium, USAA, proud to serve the military community and their families. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown, you're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He fumbled the football. The Niners have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Buffalo 18! 18, Pioneer!
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
All right, Chief, you should have possibly nothing to do that with tomorrow. Let's find out what you're doing.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
I know you started working.
Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Blackman. And the Texans are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
He'll get about 2. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Back to throw. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Richard Sherman.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Where you going?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Taysom Hill, touchdown, 49ers. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll bring this up to the 22. It was Zach Sealer in on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Room to run past midfield. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them. They want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
A run now on 2nd down.
There.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That was good.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this won't be a
touchdown,
but it will be a 1st down as they're able to get the...
You have to email this thing to
1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the
I already talked to him. I just gotta get the ball
What's the email?
out of the quarterback's hand as fast as
So again, I'm asking you a question. Who'd you talk to about doing this?
The lady.
And she should have gave you everything you needed to know.
A really nice drive going. It moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
Mickey dragging me?
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a
He doesn't have green for this. Right here, look, let's try. Like that.
That's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
18 Cardinals.
Hill brought in motion. They will indeed go as they look to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Back to the air one more time. He's going to try it here again. A huge play just before the half. And even 40 yards.
19 Tiger.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense. And they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. they don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. So we've reached halftime here. It is an 8-point game as we send you to Orlando. We'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set.
They'll stick with him again. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
Quick throw, taken in. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Richard Sherman.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this 2nd half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And this will not be a spike. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, the quarterback just kept going back and back. And you're wondering, what's he going to do? And, well, there's the answer. He's going to give the defense 2 points.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, Mike, did he just lose track of actually how far He was retreating, and at some point, you think that ball's going to come out, and he's going to throw it away and move on to the next down, but he didn't, and now the defense is going to take advantage and get 2 points.
Now things go from bad to worse. After giving up the safety, the free kick goes out of bounds. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. This drive will start on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. So, points.
At the end of the 3rd quarter with the score.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now a give up the middle, and he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring an extra defense back in. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A lot on the line here. 4th down and 9.
Let's go. Cut 19. Cut 19. Let go.
And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Niners will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Cowboy 80. Go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Again, working deep downfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
Here we go, here we go.
Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And that's just a disastrous outcome on that last pass. I mean, yes, you have to stay aggressive knowing you're trailing here late in the game, but you can't be reckless. Don't try to get it all back in one throw. That final pick, that might just seal the deal for their opponent.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Richard Sherman.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
Here we go.
This is Jones. Whoa! And he winds up dancing and spinning out of the tackle. Winds up getting 8 yards on that one. Good run. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's third down and a few inches.
79 Broncos.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final.
Oh my God, I was April 1st too. Shit.
This is the Madden Championship Series from USAA Stadium. As the official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL, USAA is proud to serve the military community and their families.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Shotgun now for Breeze.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
They set up the screen to Emmett. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Emmett Smith, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw is Breeze.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
I like
in the
that.
circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Now Breeze. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They'll run for it here with Smith. And he works free.
Still on his feet. Inside the 10.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Emmett Smith, 61 yards.
And the Texans' decision to go for it.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, now how about this return?
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Hurts.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Got an open man, it's Devin Hester. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Pearsall.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And Hurts going to move him around.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Antonio Gates from 21 yards away. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with a carry by Emmett. They'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play,
Well, I hate it when I wipe and it comes all out of me.
Get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle
Don't
down,
give me that look.
relax a little bit.
I'll punch you right in your face. Say what you say? What you say? I ain't say so.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that's complete to Gates. And he'll get this up to the third. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To the left side and caught by Hester. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness. Puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Okay, so
now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
This is what you have to do. This is so high on toes, so now you have to follow through. So you gotta put Kalia on it.
Throwing now is Breeze.
Okay.
That'll be caught by Hester. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Okay.
Now 2nd and 3.
So she has to go. Don't tell her, but tell her she has opportunity.
Breeze now to throw.
For the summer for the gifted kids.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime deal.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts
as they'll
talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
No, hey, I got his number. Hey, I got his number. He wants to talk to her. He wanted to talk to her. And I said, this baby got the once-in-a-lifetime.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
So, trying to tackle
now on
people.
3rd and
So
long,
you
they'll
start
look
talking
to
about, oh, well,
throw.
they
They'll
kidnapped
some
you.
time
You
right.
ever see the movie Hostel? Yeah. Listen, you ever see the movie Hostel? Yeah, they got like, the baby gonna be in school. You have absolutely sure in another language. So let this baby go to school.
Here's Pat McAfee to kick it away.
He said, all right, you can go, but have her call me. And I got his number.
Kicks away as he
Call him
angles
later.
this one from the sideline. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Look, hey, I got the papers. We got.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
You have to tell her.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would
You don't know
think
that she
more
got
than
it
enough
tested
to
yet.
try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because
Well,
there's plenty of
need
time for that.
You don't
The
need to
fallback is to get 3. But in your mind,
So
you put
you-
6 on the board right before the
Exactly.
half.
You can do it.
That's a heck
So
of a
I got
dagger
it. I got it.
and great
I got
momentum to
it.
carry into the locker
I
room.
got to finish it, and then I got the papers. And that's it.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
So,
And it's complete right back in
He
the
said
hands of
one
Smith.
time.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Gonna let this thing go deep for Gates.
So,
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in